Hey, what's up and welcome to Weekend Moblin. So if this voice is new to you, that's because it is. Hi, my name is Brandon. I am a huge Nintendo fan and a longtime friend of both Aaron and Steve. I recently reached out to Aaron and told him I was like, I would really like to make a video for you because I really don't have much going on right now. To which he was just like, absolutely man, I would love it. So here we are. And with that, let's get into the video. So, as pretty much everybody already knows by this point, Link's Awakening has been out for a few weeks, and came out to fairly universal praise with most people raving about how Nintendo knocked it out of the park with making this old game look like it's straight out of 2019. And that's because it is technically straight out of 2019. Okay, you get the point. A majority of Nintendo fans live off nostalgia, which got us here at Weekend Moblin thinking, what other games could Nintendo throw a new coat of paint on? Well, here's a few that have piqued our interest, and maybe you agree or disagree, or even have a favorite of your own that you would like to see Nintendo bring back. If you do, just leave a comment down below and let us know. And most importantly, I hope you enjoyed this video. Psst. Also, if you liked the video, subscribe and check out the other videos we do. We do a lot of video game stuff about video games, because we really like video games. Did I mention video games? So, what do people love more than our best boy in green, Luigi? Just kidding. Link. But we are talking about Luigi's brother, Mario. Specifically, Mario Land from the Game Boy. Just like with Link's Awakening being a very strange Zelda game, borrowing assets from all around Nintendo, Mario Land is in its own right strange. Trip to Egypt? Check. Zombies? Check. Side-scrolling shoot-'em-up gameplay in a spaceship? Check? Yeah, this game is really weird even for Nintendo standards, but that's besides the point. Fact of the matter is, this is a terribly short game, so I'm going to go out on a limb here. But what if Nintendo took both this game and its sequel, Mario Land 2, The 6 Secret Coins, and combined them into a single package and put a fresh coat of paint on it? And hopefully rework physics, because honestly, those games didn't really play exactly like you would think a Mario game would play, but they're still pretty cool. But please God, Nintendo, ditch the new Super Mario Bros. Art style. Give these games something new, something fresh. Which is the point of this list, right? Wait, am I coming full circle? With the recent boom in popularity in turn-based RPGs, the next couple of games I want to discuss fall into that category. Considering this year's Fire Emblem Three Houses breakout performance, I think it's time that Nintendo got Intelligent Systems to bring back Fire Emblem's younger cousin, smaller cousin, Advance Wars. Sure, Intelligent Systems could breathe a few quality of life changes into the game here and there, but this game would be perfectly fine with updated visuals. It's pretty obvious that people are hungry for more Advance Wars. Just look at the recent success of games like Wargroove, and another game which didn't quite satiate my taste for a new Advance War, but Tiny Metal on the Nintendo Switch eShop. A revisiting this could warrant enough for an actual sequel. I wouldn't say no to that either. And they could also give it the Fire Emblem Three Houses treatment, and I could have so many tea parties and give gifts to my delight. Following in the footsteps of turn-based RPGs, let's look at quite possibly Nintendo's biggest cult classic hit ever. Earthbound. Fans have exhausted themselves simply trying to get Nintendo to bring Mother 3 stateside for well over a decade, and to be fair, there's some great work as far as fan translations go, but nothing will ever be as good as Nintendo dropping it on the Switch tomorrow morning. This game reminds me so much of Link's Awakening. The dreamy world, the absolute Oh yeah, we're a family-friendly channel. Whoopsie! Crazy characters and story. Seriously, you have a yo-yo as a weapon. And the final boss is a Okay, you've got to be kidding me. It's been 20 years. There has to be a statute of limitations on that. Oh well. But honestly, at this point, I'd just be happy if we could get the original Earthbound. Yes, I know it's technically a sequel, but that's for another day. Earthbound already stands the test of time and still looks incredible. But just imagine, getting reworked visuals and a marketing campaign to possibly just get new fans to come in the door and try this masterpiece? Just do it, Nintendo. You know you want to. You love the money. I know you're probably tired of hearing me drone on about RPGs, but hear me out. This is the last one, I promise. Golden Sun. This game is so much better than it has any right to be. It's developed by Camelot, which prior to working with Nintendo was part of Sega. And as the old saying goes, Sega does what Nintendo don't. And of course that means completely leaving the console market over a decade ago, and maybe they should have done what Nintendo did. Nonetheless, this wasn't exactly their first stab at an RPG, as they had previously made the Shining Force series of games for Sega, but where that was more of a strategy RPG, Golden Sun took more of a traditional Final Fantasy route. An expansive world, cool characters, and countless gen to collect and alter your characters. I said characters twice just then. Interesting. And of course that battle theme still gets me right in the jimmies. Do 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 do. And who could forget the fact that you could literally bring over all of your characters from the original to the sequel, using an incredibly long and absolutely tedious password system. But hey, that's cool at the time. Man, now that I think about it, Nintendo is a weird thing for long, convoluted password systems. And honestly, isn't this like the best game on the Game Boy Advance? Or is that just my favoritism showing through? And for the last game on our list, the top spot, you could say. And what am I kidding? We all knew it was going to be The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and yes, I know, it's technically two games, sharing one spot, but you can't really separate them, can you? So let's just look into it. Nintendo collaborated with Capcom 3 times in their history on the Legend of Zelda series, and it ended up in 3 amazing games. The 2 aforementioned, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, and the Minish Cap. But for the time being, let's focus on the Game Boy Color duo. Take everything that was amazing about Link's Awakening that just came out, and it all fits just as well right here. Granted, the Oracle games aren't as weird, but they're just as good, and honestly, if you ask me, I think they're better. Surprisingly, both games came out and had wildly different worlds, dungeons, and slightly different stories. It's almost unprecedented to release 2 full-length games from a series on the same day and be as different as these 2 are. Of course, at their heart, they're both Zelda games, and they share some similarities such as weapons, but that's about it. These 2 games are 2 of my personal favorite Zelda games, and it would be amazing if Nintendo would bring these 2 back as well. And hey, while you're at it, Nintendo, just remake every single game everybody wanted for every single system. It's not that much to ask for, is it? Guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it because I really enjoyed making it. Well, I actually didn't make it. Aaron did all the heavy lifting on this project. I just supported the voiceover and the idea for the video. Look at me, making executive moves. But like I said earlier, if you have any ideas that you would like to see Nintendo do this to, just comment below, and who knows, because Nintendo's eye is always watching.